TikTok is blowing up today about Charlie Kirk. There's some people out there that are pretty salty, but they make some good points. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. I mean, some of the comments, my people are making, they should get you riled up a little bit. You kind of deserve it. No, I think conservatives and Republicans, it really shouldn't bother us. It should bother you. It should bother you. You guys didn't keep your guy in check, and he got what he got. Yeah, they said the same thing about Abraham Lincoln. Literally, word for word. You cannot compare Charlie Kirk to Abraham Lincoln. Look at the history books. Look at the newspaper articles of the time. Literally, pretty much like same quotes. Like, he had it coming, shouldn't mess with things. Really violent that happened to him is sad. Feel sorry for his family, but he deserved it. People who supported John Wilkes Booth. It happened to Martin Luther King Jr. too. People said the same thing. This is not even close to the same thing. Buddy, don't worry about it, okay? Your guys are going to do what you did back in Lincoln's day. Once you realize how racist and awful you are, instead of apologizing, you're just going to try and convince everybody that you were actually Republicans in 2025 and that the party switched places again. Don't worry, it's foolproof.
Grandpa, how come the government might shut down?
Oh, very simple. The Democrats are saying we won't vote. They got to have 60 votes. There are 53 Republicans, and there are probably maybe 2 sane Democrats. That won't be enough to get it through. So that would shut the government down. That means people of my age that are on regular Social Security won't get their Social Security checks. That means all kinds of people that are in medical problems will not get the money to cover it. And the Democrats are causing this. They say, unless you change it so that all the illegal aliens can get free medical care, and I don't know what all the other things they want are all just as ridiculous. The Democrats are at fault. They should be you should never vote for a Democrat.
Could you give us your reaction to that Trump posted video tonight?
It's a disgusting video, and we're going to continue to make clear bigotry will get you nowhere. We are fighting to protect the health care of the American people in the face of an unprecedented Republican assault.
Y'all really be sitting up there mad that you can't tell the kids how gay you is. Make that dumb ass shit make sense, GameCube body having ass girl. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck a butt pro now gonna get these kids paid. You ain't gonna do nothing but have a bunch of weird kids running around ready to fuck. That's all they gonna be good for is fucking and butt plugging and stupid shit. Because they cry all day. Y'all don't make no fucking people that know how to work, no engineers and none of that shit. You want to teach them about butt pronouns. He, she, they, their.
I am a sissy. These hoes can't take me. Oh, I am a sissy.
That's exactly how they want all the kids to be. Flamboyant as fuck, not reproducing a goddamn thing. These people don't contribute to shit but tearing shit up.
So let me get this straight. Ice Cube's tour bus got firebombed in Portland, Oregon. So you're telling me the left is so stupid the ice on Ice Cube meant ice like immigration customs and These are the people we're arguing with, guys. I hope they try and do this to someone like Ice-T. Try firebombing Ice-T. See what happens.
Don't touch my flag. Don't touch my flag, man. Don't touch my flag, man. Don't touch my flag. Don't touch my flag. I'm taking all my shit. Don't touch my flag. Yo, that's assault.
No, you're touching us. We're touching
Don't
your
touch my
dumbass
flag.
shit.
Don't touch my
You
flag.
don't fucking
Don't touch my flag. Don't touch my flag. Y'all leftists are crazy. Don't touch my flag. Don't touch my flag.
What the f is the point of being here? If we can't have basic, decent human decency, what the f is the point of being here? Why are you guys okay with black people being murdered and brown people being deported and Asian people having acid thrown in their face and people being starved to death in Palestine, like death to you idiots, 'cause what? What? She agrees. What the are we doing as humans? Oh my God. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't know if I should feel sorry for her or laugh at her. You're a grown woman and you don't understand the causation of the things you're saying. And ma'am, you just said black people getting murdered by other black people. What are you saying? Ashley getting thrown in the face by Muslims. What are you saying? If you really want to find the truth, then be honest with yourself. But instead you lying and crying with that arm tat. My wife knows what kind of woman you are right off the bat with that weird arm tat. That's it.
450 illegal immigrants were just arrested in an automotive plant for Hyundai in the state of Georgia. 450 illegal immigrants were working in the Hyundai plant in the state of Georgia, and they were apprehended. I don't think people truly grasp what this means or how this reflects this country or how it correlates to how so many of you are struggling to make ends meet or support a family. A lot of you guys bring up the fact that back in the 50s, a man could work at an auto plant and make enough money to support his family, raise children, have a household, and have a good quality of life. But the American dream is dead because every time I try to find a job, I can't find one that makes a livable wage. That's why, because that's who you're competing with. Because those auto workers were middle-class workers, right? They used to be all unionized, and they had benefits, and they had good pay, and they had pensions, and now you've got illegals coming in working for peanuts, even though the price of cars keeps going up, and now you can't find a job to be able to support yourself. 450 blue-collar American jobs just in that town alone were stolen by illegal immigrants from that one plant.
So this is this person is talking about the raid at the Hyundai plant, and basically where they found out that Hyundai was employing 450 illegal immigrants. Now think about that and multiply that literally times 100 or even 1,000, and you get the depth of the issue with illegal immigrants in this country and why that is causing so many people to be struggling right now.
Have you ever actually tried to argue with a leftist? It goes something like this.
Nope. Sorry. Kevin Bacon wasn't in Footloose.
What? Of course he was.
No, it wasn't. You lose.
Of course he was. He was the star.
Nope, you're wrong. Look it up.
I don't have to look it up. It's common knowledge. He was on the cover of People magazine when the movie. Everyone knows Kevin Bacon was a star of Footloose. It was a huge movie. He was the lead.
I'm Cody. Pronouns em, ers, or zem, zers, or really any neo pronouns that aren't z, her, hers. I am a white transmasculine.
They sound like demonic spirits, you stupid motherfucker. You know, all we hear whenever you say that stupid ass shit is, I'm a retard, I can't work nowhere, I need disability because my brain don't fucking work. That's all the fuck we hear. Your brain don't work good enough for you to become nothing, so you got to make up words so you can be something that somebody can acknowledge, because you ain't shit in real life, but a hazardous, stupid motherfucker. Y'all are weaponized stupid, like real life dummies. Good God. Is it really the vaccine, RFK?
You do not have the brain processing power to otherwise be taken really seriously. You had to go steal a white person's slot to go be taken somewhat seriously.
Context.
If we would have said that Joy Reid and Michelle Obama and Sheila Jackson Lee and Ketanji Brown Jackson were
So it was these 4 black women
affirmative action picks, we would have been called the racist. But now they're coming out and they're saying it for us. They're coming out and they're saying, I'm only here because of affirmative action. Yeah, we know. You do not have the brain processing power to otherwise be taken really seriously. You had to go steal a white person's slot to go be taken somewhat seriously.
If you're going to quote somebody, quote them correctly. He never said black women. We can agree on that. What he said was that
Joy Reid and Michelle Obama and Sheila Jackson Lee and Ketanji Brown Jackson
fill in the blank. Only reason that Charlie is going on this rant is because they said themselves that they are there due to affirmative action. Very possible it kept an Asian or white person from getting that position that they rightfully deserve. If you want to see other videos on context when it comes to what the left is saying versus what the full clip says, follow me for more.
Name one thing a white person can do that a black person cannot do.
So the issue is racism, okay?
What is racism? Can you define to me what racism is?
I don't have the exact description as it is seen in like Wikipedia.
What percentage of young blacks have both a mom and a dad raising them? 25%. So only 1 out of 4 blacks in America have a mom and a dad around. Do you think that is a bigger issue to address than racism?
How could dads be connected directly?
Dads are very connected. When you have a dad around, you're less likely to be violent as a male, less likely to go to prison.
So explain to me why all the fathers are leaving.
Because black women married the government and divorced the men that they were once with.
I cannot believe that people actually still think that Trump is on the Epstein list, because let's look back at all of the facts of what's happened since then, because I feel like you guys don't remember. So let's see. Pretty much all the people on the Epstein list, which we know includes a ton of celebrities, politicians, a lot of Democrats especially, they all, remember when they all tried to cancel Trump? Remember when they tried to get him banned from, well, they did get him banned from Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Remember how they all hate his guts and tried to get him locked up, put in jail, arrested for things that he didn't even do? Oh yeah, I remember. Remember when they actually tried to kill him? Yeah, I remember that. Remember when he banned Epstein from the Mar-a-Lago hotel? Remember when they had a falling out and they weren't friends anymore? Remember when, Epstein got arrested under Trump's presidency? Yeah. Remember how all the celebrities literally fled the country when he became president? Oh yeah, I remember that. Like it can't get more clear. If you still need help logically to put together who's on the list, I don't know what to tell you, but honestly, you're not very intelligent.
It was a leftist who shot up the ICE facility in Fort Worth, Texas earlier this year. It was a leftist who shot up a Catholic school and killed children. It was a leftist who killed Charlie Kirk. It was a leftist who shot up the ABC station a few days ago. And today, it was a leftist that shot up the ICE facility in Texas again. The right defends guns because they think guns are for sport, for defending yourself against a tyrannical government or somebody that wants to hurt you, to hunt. The left thinks that guns are for killing people. And over the last few weeks, we've seen the manifestation of their violent ideology.
Trump supporters, you do not get to be pissed about what is happening right now without also admitting.
Oh my God, that sun. I'm convinced these people are literally delusional and they are on heavy drugs. I don't know a single Trump supporter that has complained about anything. This is exactly what we voted for. 100% exactly what we voted for. And guess what, honey? As a gay man, I'm glad that we no longer have to worry about pronouns anymore, because I didn't know what the fuck that meant. As a gay man, I'm happy that you can only be hired based on merit. As a child of an immigrant whose parents came here legally, I'm happy that people now are being sent back that came here illegally. So none of us are complaining about anything, baby. You're sitting there wondering why we aren't? We're good over here.
The left knows exactly how to bait black people because they use things like racism. The other day, Michelle Obama went on TV. She gave a whole speech, talked about how Trump was this and Trump was that. And at the very end of what she said, she made sure to say, and yes, it is racist. You know why? Because the minute you call anything racist or you add race into it, black people get emotional and they come out. Kamala did the same thing because they know how to bait black people in. Here's my thing, and I've told black people this before, who are Democrats. I don't try to convince Democrats to be Republican. What I tried to convince them to do is know your history and read a little bit. Do your research. If you still want to vote Democrat, do what you do, but be an educated and an informed voter. Most Democrats can't tell you why they Democrats. They just hate Donald Trump. They can't even tell you what Biden did in 47 years, but they're going to vote for him. They can't tell you what Kamala did while she was in California, locking black people up left and right, but they're going to vote for her. When will the slaves get off the plantation? You know what happens when slaves get off their plantation? The House is telling.
Can I drop the mic? I'm going to throw the mic. Go to the next video.
So let me get this right. The liberals were screaming, Trump was on the island, Trump is a pedo. Some of the victims come out and say, no, he wasn't. He wasn't involved. We never saw him involved. We never saw him on the island. And now the liberals say, the victims are lying. Bitch, what?
Grandpa, what about the ICE protesters?
Well, the ICE protesters are absolutely stupid and brain dead because ICE didn't pass the law that makes illegal aliens illegal. Congress did. So why aren't they going in and protesting Congress? Because they're stupid. That's why. I think they ought to arrest them and throw them in jail and say, here, you can see all the facility up close and personal.
Here's what RFK Jr. is about to say causes autism in pregnancy. So what is this horrible thing that women are taking during pregnancy causing autistic children and ADHD and intellectual disability? What could it be? Tylenol. It's Tylenol. It's Tylenol.
Go watch her content. Her handle's in the caption. I think it's really dangerous for a medical professional to think this way. Here's how we know you're all full of shit, because it's trust the science unless the science doesn't fit your narrative. Everybody loved RFK. I mean, he was a lifelong Democrat until he wasn't. And he wasn't the one that actually stated that Tylenol causes autism. It was this study. This study was done by Harvard University. I'm curious, where'd you get your doctorate? Because is Harvard not a good school? Is it not trustworthy? This study included 46 previous studies, over 100,000 participants. The study clearly shows the link between neurodevelopmental disorders and the prenatal use of acetaminophen, which is the main ingredient in Tylenol. The science is there. In the 1990s, it was 1 in 10,000 children were diagnosed with autism. It was extremely rare. Do you know what it was in 2022? 1 in 31 kids was diagnosed with autism. I'm not even including ADHD or any other neurological issue. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought the whole essence of science was asking questions and uncovering truth.
What if we bear arms and we go to Alligator Auschwitz or Alligator Alcatraz or...
All of a sudden you and the Feelings Force are in favor of pew-pews? Also, baby girl, how you gonna get to Alligator Alcatraz? You gonna swim? I don't think you can afford a boat.
And we just start fucking ripping shit apart.
I mean, call me crazy, but I feel like Alcatraz is built fairly sturdy, and I mean, were you just gonna manhandle it? Cause you said you were just bringing some pew-pews. Maybe a sledgehammer or a pickaxe. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here.
I've been sitting here like waiting for some kind of like call to action.
So you've been sitting around waiting for someone else to figure out the plan. Yeah, that sounds about right.
And there doesn't seem to be one.
Well, you and the liberals never have a plan. Ever.
Or a fuck ton more of us than there will ever be of them.
Timu Stomach Hike, if that were even remotely true, your mama Kamala wouldn't have lost. Also, like for our group, we don't need to go out and get the pew-pews because we already own them. Because we love them. We sleep with them under our pillow because they provide so much comfort and they're beautiful, glistening in that steel. The feel of that recoil, the sound of that pop, and the sight of that muzzle flash.
Trump supporters, you do not get to be pissed about what is happening right now without also admitting.
Oh my God, that sun. I'm convinced these people are literally delusional and they are on heavy drugs. I don't know a single Trump supporter that has complained about anything. This is exactly what we voted for. 100% exactly what we voted for. And guess what, honey? As a gay man, I'm glad that we no longer have to worry about pronouns anymore because I didn't know what the fuck that meant. As a gay man, I'm happy that you can only be hired based on merit. As a child of an immigrant whose parents came here legally, I'm happy that people now are being sent back that came here illegally. So none of us are complaining about anything, baby. You're sitting there wondering why we aren't? We're good over here.
Damn near every year, y'all. Electric vehicles in Vietnam. Transgender clinic in India. Congress don't know nothing about that. 1.5 million to a Serbian LGBTQ group called Grupa Indaugi. Advanced diversity, equity, inclusion, Serbia's workplaces and businesses commitments. USDA spent $164 million to support radical organizations across the world, y'all. 122 million of that went to foreign terrorist organizations. Organizations in Gaza controlled by Hamas. Y'all helped out Hamas? Recipients of the money they found have called for their leaders to get rid of the impurity of Jews. That's what we're giving foreign aid to. $2 million.
This young woman is just trying to find love. Watch this.
Anything harder than finding a liberal boyfriend. Where is he? Where is he? Who of my people, are you guys having liberal boyfriends? Who has a liberal boyfriend? Raise your hand. Where'd you find him? It's such a problem for me. It really is. It really is a problem. And if you don't understand why it's a problem, then you just don't get it. Not even a liberal, like maybe like a Democrat, like a registered Democrat. I just want to find a dude that voted for Kamala Harris. I'm really struggling. I know 70 million people voted for her, so there's got to be one that is attractive and my type and in the general vicinity of me.
This poor young woman appears to need advice as to where to find a liberal boyfriend. Now, if you can go into the comment section or send us an email, your suggestions, mine would be go into your local Whole Foods, find the vegan aisle, identify the malnourished white dude who looks like he can get blown over when a child sneezes. That's your man right there.